Tracker 10 this morning, the first to tell you about a new partnership focused on keeping you and your family safe. The Franklin County Sheriff's Office is joining forces with a growing social network, one that acts like a virtual neighborhood watch. That site is called Nextdoor. Joining us this morning, Sheriff Zach Scott, telling us about this new endeavor. Good morning.
Great to have you aboard. Yeah, we hear all the time about these
great to be here.
cyber watches and things like that. You know, we get the updates on them, right?
Yeah.
All about Blockwatches, but this Nextdoor is different than that because anybody can get on some of those.
That's correct. That's what makes this a little bit different. That's why we feel pretty comfortable using it, because you have to live in the neighborhood. You have to show that you live in the neighborhood to verify it. There's steps that you have to take to get involved in it. And once you're there, your postings are secure from people, from the general public, to be able to look at it. So that's why we were excited about this particular one, Nextdoor.
And you guys aren't not only the first sheriff's office in Ohio to start partnering with Nextdoor, you're the first sheriff's office in the Midwest to start this effort. What exactly will you guys be doing with the Nextdoor neighborhoods?
Well, once we have about 10,000 residents that are already signed up here in Franklin County. So we're going to connect with those different neighborhoods. Now, not all of those individuals will be within the Franklin County Sheriff's jurisdiction. Some of them may be in Columbus or some other jurisdictions. We hear that Dublin Police Department is looking to go to the same thing. Cincinnati is doing it. What we're going to do is just interact. We're going to get information when it comes to suspicious activity, any type of information that we need to get out, say a specific neighborhood is getting their cars broken into. So that way we can talk to our crime analyst and ask what's going on in that neighborhood. Then we can send that message out in this area and say, hey, the cars are getting broken into in this area. You need to make sure make sure you don't leave things out in the open where people can see it, lock your doors, things of that nature, or there may be some break-ins or something of that nature. We get the word out how they're getting in through back doors, lights on. So the ability to communicate a whole lot faster is what this is going to do for us, and safely.
Right.
Better than what you try to do on Facebook and things like that?
A whole lot better than Facebook, because again, it's open to the public. The interesting thing that I liked about Nextdoor is they also research and check, say you have a registered sex offender that lives in your neighborhood. Okay, well, they're not allowed on the site. So they prevent individuals that look that they may be looking for opportunity to do additional type of criminal activity. They check for that kind of stuff. So I was able to do some research on other cities that are using them. I think it was Sacramento. You had 10% drop in crime. First year they did it 15. Then they saw a 50% jump in actual Blockwatch groups going up. What it does is it gives you that, it kind of breaks the ice with the neighbors, so that way you kind of already know each other because you're on, you're typing, you're posting. So then the comfortableness of just getting together kind of goes up. So you see that kind of go up. So Phoenix, they were able to catch 6 individuals that were breaking into people's homes.
Using Nextdoor.
Using Nextdoor, because what happened, everybody started piecing it together. I saw this car sitting down the neighborhood. I picked up on this license plate. Well, you know what? I saw that car over here in this neighborhood. Then the Phoenix police got involved in it. Said, well, we saw this car. We saw it, and started piecing it together, and able to catch 6 individuals doing it. So, and there's, I could tell you list of different cities that are using it and getting certain types of success in these different areas.
But it's really bringing people together. I think I know my neighbors to my left, to my right, but 3 streets down, you don't know what's going on down there. So this is really just tying people together.
It is tying them together. Where I live, we were doing this a few years back. One of the guys in the neighborhood was able to put together a website for us. You have to have a password. So, like on Friday nights, we all get together at different people's driveways and have a pop or something like that. So it's tying everybody to get to know each other. And by doing so, in all these neighborhoods, you're getting ready to make your neighborhood safer, because you know what your neighbor's doing, you guys communicate, and then safety, increases and crime goes down.
Let's not fool ourselves. The more neighbors that you open it up to and the more neighborhoods that you open up to, the more unsavory characters that can get in. So if you have a way of blocking them out, that keeps everybody just.
And we can block these individuals out, and you got to live in the neighborhood. You got to show that you live in the neighborhood through postcard, or there's 3 different ways to sign up to get on it, and it's www.nextdoor.com. So
sounds good. Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing your posts from the sheriff on a lot of these Nextdoor neighborhood sites.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us and waking up so early with us. But
my pleasure.
Great information to keep families safe. And if you want to learn more about Nextdoor, maybe start one up in your neighborhood. It's so easy. Just go to 10tv.com/crimetracker10.